stopping the Spurs offense and just being very stingy and physical.
They just kept driving to the rim, creating opportunities. There was a lot more space on the offensive end to operate, and then, of course, the defense did its part.
Well, they came to light at the right time. Anytime you get 40 points against a really tough, gritty defensive team like the Spurs, you're happy about this. One stop after another. The Spurs only scored 24 points in that third quarter, while the Thunder put up 40, and it wasn't all just the starters.
Shea did his part. The bench was fantastic, led by Jalen Williams, Alex Caruso, an entire host of players, Michael, as they scored 46 points.
Well, you only had five guys in double figures. Guess what? 3 came off the bench that night as they were just sensational. Caruso, A.J. Mitchell, and of course, Jay Will making his debut again this season as he was fantastic with a double-double.
He has been so big since he's come back from that 13-game absence. Jay Will, Mike, he was plus 30. Alex Caruso plus 27. 2 big difference makers.
And I thought that was the difference in the ball game, especially in that third quarter, and in maintaining the lead. The Thunder built this lead as much as 24 points with those guys on the floor, and they kept it as they ended up winning by 21.
All right, Michael, we know how deep the Western Conference is, and one of the reasons why you got teams like Houston, the Rockets, 23-14. They've got some elite talent at the top. Of course, it starts with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, they got a big-time scorer who just reached over 31,000 in his career in Kevin Durant. We've seen this guy before. He's been a large part of his career in Oklahoma City. Nothing's changed with this guy. Same moves, just dare you if you can stop him, because he is a scoring machine at over, almost 7 feet tall, maybe a little bit taller. But he's one of those guys who's very difficult to guard.
As elite as it comes, a different score, Mike, more physical and out front Şengün.
That's right. He's going to go into your body. He's not going to jump over the top. He's going to use his skill set to get you up in the air, step through, get around you. He's a terrific scorer. He's been to the All-Star game, looking to make it again.
And then you've got the athleticism of Amen Thompson. His game continues to evolve.
Well, his upside is still very high right now. He's super athletic, adding the three-point shot to his game. This is one of the areas where he's improved on from a season ago.
And so one of the primary arteries for this Houston Rockets team, Michael, the rebounding. They are #1 in a litany of different categories. They want to double down on the glass.
Well, what first in rebounding means, you got to go into these guys' bodies because they're very committed to it. That's an area that's been a strong point and a strong hole for them. So it's going to be all about fundamental rebounding tonight for the Thunder.
Yeah, that's going to be huge, Michael. What else is going to be key for Oklahoma City to get this road trip off to a solid start?
Well, we talked about the rebounding. Now you got to get stops. You got to get out in transition, get those easy buckets so the Rockets cannot set up their defense.
There's going to be some opportunities if Oklahoma City can grab those rebounds, particularly on the defensive end. We know how the Thunder want to get out on the run. There could be some opportunities for them to get out on the break. There's a very good defensive team in the Houston Rockets. 2 good defensive teams overall. We'll hear from head coach Mark Daigneault when we come back to H-Town.
Please rise for the presentation of our nation's colors by the Cold Spring Oakhurst High School, Texas 2006 Air Force JROTC, under the direction of Master Sergeant David Williams III of the United States Air Force. And now, remain standing for the singing of our national anthem, performed this evening by the first Nigerian Idol winner and recording artist, Yaka Onka.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the rampant we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave the land of the free. And the
Thunder basketball on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by MidFirst Bank, the official currency of Thunder fans. By Devon Energy, commitment runs deep. And by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. As the Thunder get this road trip started in Houston to take on the Rockets. Let's hear from Thunder head coach Mark Daigneault in tonight's OU Health Coach's Corner.
You know, personnel stuff usually doesn't change. You know, the game plan on individual players and tendencies, you know, you can just continually evolve your understanding of that. We've played against a lot of these guys quite a bit, whether they're with this team or others. But, you know, in terms of how they're playing now, it's obviously going to be a little more evolved than it was back then, and same for us. So we kind of have to reintroduce ourselves.
It's been almost 3 months of regular season basketball since the Thunder last met the Houston Rockets. But tonight, we are in Houston to get this road trip started. Lineups and tip coming your way next.
We have established who we are as a team. When teams play us, they notice a difference.
Chip good to Thompson up top of Jabbar. Another steal. Here comes Thompson. KD got it. Cookies. Behind the back.
No fear, no limits. Oh, fire! And now the starting five for your Houston Rockets. The man in the middle, 6'11" from Turkey, number 28, Halpern Chingu. The 6'11" forward out of Auburn, number 10, Jabari Smith.
The second longest road trip of the season starts tonight in H-Town as Oklahoma City is going to get a matchup here with the Houston Rockets from Toyota Center. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Kia. Let's start with the Thunder, 34-7, best record in the NBA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the backcourt with Aaron Wiggins. Chet Holmgren will play the 5. Jalen Williams continues to round into form as his basketball has been at a high level. And Lou Dort did not play against the San Antonio Spurs on Tuesday night, but back in the starting 5 for Mark Daigneault. The Houston Rockets are 23-14. Ime Udoka in year number 3. Amen Thompson has been outstanding, having a career year offensively. Josh Okogie, the former Phoenix Sun, will join him in the backcourt. Alperen Şengün, who was an all-star a season ago. Jabari Smith Jr., who was drafted 3rd overall a couple of years ago. And Kevin Durant, the prize offseason acquisition, rounding out the 5 for the Rockets. For the first time tonight, let's send it down and say hello to our very own Nick Gallo.
Thanks, Chris. Over the years, the Thunder has learned how to use that day-in, day-out approach and give each game the attention and focus it desires. but also to use that approach to build something powerful and meaningful over the course of a season. We're here at the midway point, 3 months in, and so far the Thunder has shown once again they understand how to build something sustainable over the course of a season. The #1 defensive rating, the #3 offensive rating so far this season, as you'll see here in tonight's Ford Fact. And guys, going back to the preseason, Mark Daigneault said that this team needed to refocus and resharpen its habits and fundamentals from the very beginning. Now guys, that process is ongoing, and it requires focus and intentionality every night, including here again in Houston.
All right, thank you, Nick. Tonight would be a good night, Michael, to really implement a lot of those habits and fundamentals. As we look at some of those numbers, the midway point of the season, 41 games down, 41 to go, and the Thunder are at the top of some important categories.
Yeah, an exact same record from a season ago at this halfway point of the season. So kudos to the guys for working their way back to where they were at this time last year. That's hard to do, especially when you're playing every night with a target on your back. Doesn't matter if you're playing against the top teams, the middle-of-the-road teams, or the teams trying to get some kind of traction in the season. Everybody plays you differently, and they've handled that well through just only suffering 7 losses.
Well, Nick mentioned the habits and the fundamentals. Tonight would be a good night to be sharp with those, considering this Houston team is very good. One of the best teams metric-wise in the NBA. They played extremely well in this building, having won 7 consecutive. So the Thunder certainly going to be tested here tonight on the road. Opening tip, away we go, and the backside block right out of the gate, thanks to Aaron Wiggins getting his 10th start of the season. J-Dub a little slow to get up, but just an incredible defensive play by Wiggins right out of the blocks.
Oh, he took a shot to the face. What a block. I'm talking about J-Dub, but block that was by Wiggins. As once again, Lou Dort, I tell you, I'm just loving that midi that he is starting to knock down for the Thunder. The Thunder on the board with that little midi. They chase him off that line. He does a good job of not trying to go all the way to the paint, then hitting that mid-range shot.
Pass underneath, Thompson back outside. Okogie spots up for the 3, just in front of the Houston bench. And Josh Okogie, not really a three-point shooter. That time he got it to go down, pressuring SGA, had the turnover, and then proceeds to throw it out of bounds.
Take a look at this elbow right there to the face by J-Dub. Inadvertent by Josh Okogie. And watch Wiggins, he just keeps chasing him down and blocks that shot, which would have been a sure 2 by Okogie.
And Chet Holmgren from behind the three-point arc nails one from deep.
And that's a great start here for the Thunder. 2 for 2 from the field. As Lou Dort hit the midi, and now Chet getting off to a great start with the trifecta.
As J-Dub gets the assignment on Thompson, and Chet faces up on Şengün. Şengün, very physical player. Turn around, way off on the shot, and Wiggins able to track it down.
Good defense that time by Chet. Just very physical with Şengün. You just have to meet him at the point of attack.
Now Wiggins, the spin move, the lean with the scoop, no good. A little too strong.
They're letting them play on both ends.
Durant behind the three-point line, a little bit strong. And here's an opportunity on the run out, but it gets tipped out of bounds by Durant. The Thunder trying to create something off of one of those Houston misses.
Now watch that last play. Get the quick rebound and get out in transitions. You know why, folks? I'll tell you why. Put your thinking caps on. Because the Rockets are the #1 rebounding team in the league in all categories. They send a lot of numbers to the glass. So if you get that rebound, you got numbers going the other way.
SGA sees a double team, and for a moment it looked like Thunder were going to have an opportunity there as Dort on the drive decides not to go at Durant. Holmgren wasn't looking for the basketball, and a turnover. Thompson on the drive is going to get fouled and go to the free throw line. You mentioned this Houston team rebounding the basketball, Michael. They are by far #1 in the NBA. All those categories as we showed in the open, and they double down on it. This is 2 teams that are going to try to play to their strengths, obviously with the Thunder and its defense, and Houston with those rebounds. But Mark Daigneault said in his pregame media availability, there should be some opportunities if you do get that rebound. As we take a look at tonight's Paris Devon injury report, Hartenstein remains out with a calf injury. Tari Eason has missed some time. The big one for Houston is Van Vliet, who suffered that ACL injury just prior to training camp. Huge loss. As Thompson missed that second free throw, and it pops back out to Şengün. Jabari Smith did not want to take the three. Instead, shoots over the top of the defense and shoots over the top of Dort for the two. J-Dub, little hesitation, left-hand layup, no, but Holmgren is there for the follow.
Smart play, run right up the backside of the shot blocker. Through the Thunder.
Thompson tried to go high off the glass, no good.
And the Thunder got even numbers on the fast break.
And Holmgren down the lane with Şengün trailing. All he could do was foul him and commit the and one.
And the key to that play is the Thunder got the defensive rebound and got out quickly in transition. Şengün trips himself, and Chet does a great job of just running right up the backside. That's what I mean there, folks. You see Şengün goes over for the shot block. Chet's got to keep moving like that. And in here, we talked about, well, Mark Daigneault talked about it. I'll just really repeat what he said. Once you get the rebound, you have opportunities. And the opportunities is to get out in transition, as you just saw. That time, the trail big and one completed by Chet Holmgren.
We see the emphasis with them grabbing that rebound, and you got guys running in alleys immediately as the shot clock had to get reset back up to 24. And a solid start for Holmgren. 8 points on the jump here, having knocked down that three.
He's already matched where he was a couple of nights ago in that massive win against the Spurs. I mean, massive 21-point win.
The Thunder putting Dort on Durant, giving up a little bit of size. Smith off the catch, and he's got another three. That is his second three for Jabari Smith, who was in a massive shooting slump prior to a couple of makes against Chicago. He missed 20 in a row as SGA a little too strong on his step-back three. Thompson, you know that he's going to want to drive with the ball in his hands. Durant gives it up. Şengün off the deck, and he's got size. He's able to score with the left hand.
He's one of those guys, he's going to always shot fake you. He's not going to get over the top. He's going to always look to shot fake you and go into your body, as Dort will get called for the offensive foul.
That's a good call.
Man, I'm not really sure about that. I need to see more tape on that one. I'll watch it on the flight over to Miami tonight, and I'll either agree with you or disagree with you, Chris Fisher.
Wasn't quite set. The contact there. Durant, mid-range, and no. See how the Thunder decide to attack this Houston defense. As SGA kept the pivot foot down. Couldn't get the shot off, so had to pass back out to the perimeter. There's J-Dub. He'll reset. Tough fadeaway. Kogi might have got a piece of it on the turnaround. And Durant into the front court. In motion, no good, and a tap out. Nicely done. And Wiggins deciding what to do. Inside to J-Dub, nice pass, and another dunk for Holmgren right at the rim. Extra pass, and the Thunder get the two in transition.
And once again, all quick strike offense, folks. Watch that tonight. Thunder get a defensive rebound. See how quickly they get into transition. They've already had three like that so far. Take a look at this, folks. Tap out that time by Lou Dort. You got numbers going. Wiggins a little surprised he was so wide open. How about this nice little pocket pass? We call that a pocket pass, folks, when the ball is passed in the paint from one player to another. Doesn't matter if it's a big man or a little man.
And Holmgren is a big man in the right place, right around the rim. This time SGA closes out on Smith. Smith had it blocked by Dort. Dort came over to help out on defense and got a piece.
Dort was the one that tapped that ball out that started that fast break for the Thunder, too.
Wiggins got shut off by Smith. As Holmgren trying to put the moves on Şengün. He got shut off. Outside of Wiggins, lines it up, no good. And Şengün out to Okogie. He did not want to go at Chet Holmgren. So Durant, he's got a little height advantage here. Thunder lurking with that double team. J-Dub came over. Durant's able to get rid of it. Smith, no. Thompson can't tip it up and in. Good rebound by Wiggins.
Yeah, and once again, you're out in transition when you get that quick defensive rebound, and you don't allow the Rockets to set up their defense.
Kogi all over SGA as J-Dub misfires from deep. Clearly put an emphasis on rebound of the basketball. Şengün. Kogi tries the other side of the floor. No good. Holmgren. And it's tapped over to SGA. You got a man on a release. It is Wiggins. Another opportunity in transition as he's got the easy two.
But we were talking about that. If the Thunder get the defensive rebound quickly, look up the floor, you got numbers. It won't get any easier than that. How about this, folks? So nice. We're going to show it to you twice. Wiggins getting out on the fast break. Timeout Rockets.
All right, let's check in with Kiani and Lauren.
All right, it's time for the DraftKings Pick 6 More or Less Shooting Challenge. Here's how the game works. Our contestant Jared has 24 seconds to make as many free throws as possible. Then what happens after that, Lauren?
Well, Kiani, when time expires, my girl Jessica is going to guess if Jared made more or less than 4.5 free throws. But here's the catch H challenge. Jessica won't be able to see or hear Jared shooting.
All right, let's get it started. You can walk her over there. Jared, there's your basketballs. Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1, shoot. H-Town, give him some love. Come on.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up.
All right, Jared. Come on over
All right,
here.
Jessica, it is now time to decide. Did your man, do you think he made more or less than 4.5 free throws? She says less.
Congratulations, you were right. You both are going home with a DraftKings prize pack.
Hey, Sean, let's hear it for our contestants tonight. We're playing DraftKings Pick 6 More or Less Shooting Challenge.
And this is life in the Western Conference, Mike. You take on that good San Antonio team on Tuesday at home. Now you go on the road, and you face another good team in the Houston Rockets. I mean, night after night. San Antonio, one of the best teams in the NBA. Houston as well.
Yeah.
And just getting this road trip started. I mean, you think about net rating, Houston, number 2 in the NBA, OKC, number 1.
And it's just, you know, there's so many big games. And it's you know, it's hard to believe this is just the halfway point of the season. We got a lot of basketball left here, folks. As this is game 42 of 82 for the Thunder. You know, if I had to grade their papers, all A+. Just go home, A+. Tell your mom, tell your dad.
No A-?
No.
All A+?
All A+.
You're an easy grader.
No, I'm just saying.
I want you as my teacher.
It's hard to duplicate what they did a season ago. People just don't know how difficult that is. As you know, that's not difficult for Chet Holmgren unless you just bring it right to him. That guy's been on a block party lately.
It's absolutely been a parade for him at the rim. Now he's trying to keep Adams off the offensive glass, and they're going to say it is Thunder basketball.
At the behest of the Rockets bench and
they change it.
Ime Udoka, all pointing the opposite direction of the official, and I think he got that right.
You see Ime Udoka. The Rockets were the 2 seed last year, now in year number 3, but he has done quite the job in the turnaround of this Houston team. Got knocked out in the first round. Durant, mid-range, a little bit short. Adams trying to tap it out. And the shot clock goes to 14.
And this is what the Rockets like to do. Get on that offensive glass. You're going to give up some of those. Just continue to see if you can get stops.
Durant turned right into the double team after missing his first 5 shots, Michael. That's what you want to do. Make him see a crowd. He's able to make that one for his first points, but it was not easy.
That's a great point, partner. And make sure that he becomes a high-volume shooter to get those points.
Wiggins able to give it up. See what Holmgren decides to do. The spin, and he's going to get fouled.
I tell you, at 7'1", he doesn't look like it. Now, they got us up here in the bird's nest tonight, and he looks like he's probably 6'5", making those kind of moves, folks. But he's 7'1", and that's why that guy should be in the All-Star game next week in Los Angeles at the Intuit Dome. He has been just masterful on both ends. And I hope everybody voted yesterday because it was triple vote day. And if not, you know what? You're going to have a problem with me. Because I'm telling you, he has anchored the Thunder's defense all season to the tune of just 7 losses. He's just been extra special this year, especially in the absence of J-Dub for the first 19 games, and then being without Hartenstein for an extended period, being without J-Will for an extended period. He's anchored the defense while making moves like that and scoring buckets. So kudos, Mr. Holmgren.
Playing with major confidence on both ends of the floor as he gets that free throw. And he's up to 11 points. 9th time this year that he's had double digits in a quarter. Helping pace this Thunder offense here in the first. Davison with a cut, extra pass. Smith, no on the 3 instead. Trying to get it back out to the perimeter. Caruso with the steal. Can Holmgren get to it? He cannot. Smith was able to track it down. And it's 5-on-4 until Chet gets back in the play. Push shot, Davison strong. And we get a loose ball foul as Jay Will checks in.
Yeah,
and he got tied up with Adams.
Now, Steven Adams is leading the NBA in offensive rebounds. In all fairness, on that particular rebound right there, where he got an offensive rebound, Jay Will did a great job of pushing him away from the basket. Trust me, I know a little bit about rebounding. You got to push those guys away from the basket. Because guys like Steven Adams, they're just too good. Shin gun, they're just too good. And that ball bounced right to Steven Adams. I feel you, Jay Will. Sometimes I go, really? I just
you're in the perfect position, you're boxing out, you're thinking you're going to get it, and it just hits the back of the rim too hard. Speaking of hitting the rim, and a good job, speaking of boxing out, Cason Wallace. Wallace on the move.
Yeah, now the Thunder got numbers, and that's exactly how you want to play it, folks. Scripted, like you got it from a Hollywood producer.
And that was Alex Caruso from behind the three-point, foot on the line, right at the three-point line. As we see this bench, Michael, that has been so good for the Thunder over the last couple of games, stepping up in big ways against Miami and San Antonio. And Caruso was a big part of it. He was plus 27 against the Spurs. Wallace gave it right back. Durant gives it up. Smith, already a couple of threes. I don't know if Jay Will got a piece of that, but it was way short.
Yeah, good challenge. Still, even though he got there late because he was trying to get to the paint.
SGA, that is a deep 2, looking for his first points of the game. Just 2 shots in this low-scoring first quarter. Now it's Durant back to the basket with Caruso. Shoots over the top. Adams, that should be last touch by Houston, and it is.
For the Rockets, Operation 2.
Thunder still shooting at 50% early. Transition, Mike, important.
Yeah, this is a wash, rinse, repeat scenario for the Thunder. Get that defensive rebound. You're going to give up some offensive rebound. That's okay. You know, that's why you play this game like a riverboat gambler and just have a short memory, and you just complete that sequence that the Thunder just did. Quickly out in transition.
Shea saw that double team. Here come the Rockets after the turnover. Thompson off that quick pass by Şengün. And it's Houston getting a fast break opportunity. But the Thunder still with the lead here in the first quarter. Timeout on the floor.
Hey, Rockets fans, it's time to put some of the team to the test to see who can claim the championship title in Spot a Shot. Each player has to use their skills to get as many basketballs in the goal as they can, but only by using a robot arm.
So possible.
Any point predictions, Steven?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Well, let's get started then. 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, I feel like Darth Vader. I do this. That's a 3-ball.
Yep. That's it.
Oh, you can only do one movement at a time? There we go. Nice.
There we go. I do this.
Let out if it's not cheating. A little assistance won't work.
First time that happened.
Ow. Honestly, I think I should have got a better tutorial on how to work this.
5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I win. Who won?
Well, it seems like Aaron might be the champ. Thanks for playing with us.
After video review by the replay center, the field goal made it 4-1 in the first quarter by Alex Caruso. It's been overturned from a 2-point field goal to a 3-point field goal.
It's time for the Thunder to take your t-shirts off. If you want a t-shirt, give me a ring right now and make some noise! Who needs a t-shirt?
Welcome back to downtown Houston and Toyota Center, the site for game number 1 of this 4-game road trip for Oklahoma City, squaring off against the Houston Rockets here tonight. We've officially reached the midway point of the regular season for OKC, and there have been some common through lines that have shown up consistently night to night that have allowed this team to be so successful up to this point of the season. And one of those areas is the consistent defense that we've seen from this team all season long. Not only having the #1 defense in the NBA, but putting up some very historic numbers. In fact, this team has 1,012 points off turnovers so far this season, and that is the most by any team in the NBA since 1996-97. And Coach Dagnall recently pointed out that OKC isn't just a turnover-forcing team, but they're also a low-turnover offense pretty generally. And that combination has allowed them to generate significant advantages in the possession battle and create a huge margin for error in most games, guys.
All right, thank you, Paris. Defense been such a big part. One of the reasons why the Thunder have been so exceptional over the course of this season, Mike. I cannot believe it's the midway point of the year as Caruso once again, a little bit short on that shot, follows it, right back inside, and the left hand just a little bit short. They did change that Caruso shot earlier in the game from what was originally ruled a 2 to a 3. Shepard is off, and Shea able to wall off Thompson. It's hard to believe, too, though, Michael Shea, double teamed, turns it over, and Thompson the other way. And so the Rockets right now, Michael, they're giving SGA a couple of defenders at the top. They pass out to the perimeter. It is Jay Will, off on the 3.
Well, it just seems like the Thunder have a lot of traction when they're getting out in transition. Not allowing the Rockets to set up their defense when they can pack the paint. How about that nice little steal and poke away by Casey Wallace to come over from the help side. Look at the two guys, two big guys doubling up on Shea to keep him out of that painted area. That time it was Shingun and Steven Adams.
You see Shea trying to pass away into the open man with those two defenders right up on him. He's taken just 2 shots so far this first quarter. The Thunder been playing good defense here. Adams rumbles and a little running layup. He's got the scoop and score. Just over a minute left to go in the first quarter. Mitchell trying to drive on Adams. Back outside, Jay Will. Passed up the three. Wallace, he'll pass up the three. Extra pass, Mitchell. Got the flyby. Finally lets it go, and he scores it from downtown. Patient offensive play.
Excellent defense by the Rockets on the first 3 rotations. But number 5 and 6, that was the problem. Wow, you just don't see that many passes so quickly as that shot clock was winding down.
Shepard, dangerous from the outside. Misfired from 3. That ball just squirts back out to Thompson.
It's a battle going on for those rebounds, especially with those 2 bigs in there for the Rockets.
Thompson not going to get the fadeaway. Caruso takes it away from Şengün, and now you got the basketball here for the final shot of the quarter. Shea, open man. Caruso once again fires, no good. And that closes out the quarter.
Well, the Thunder do a great job out-rebounding the Rockets. 15-14. And they got a lead going into the second quarter, 21-19, in what was a defensive battle over the first 12 minutes. Two of the best teams in the NBA. We'll go to the second quarter here in H-Town.
Thunder beat the Rockets all the way back on opening night. That was October 21st. It has been some time since then. The Thunder reintroducing themselves to Houston here in January. Thunder shoot 40% in that first quarter, Michael. The rebounding advantage, that's always important. What stood out to you in that first quarter that has the Thunder up 21-19?
Besides the rebounding is the ball movement when you got on the other end. Take a look at this, folks. This is really hard to guard. You got them completely rotating. He's out of the picture, Steven Adams, and now there's a scrambling. And look at this. We finally get the flyby by Şengün, another big, trying to close out on a shooter. And you saw Adams do the flyby, and now Şengün, and then Mitchell gets a wide open 3. You love the fact that you had 7 assists. Maybe not as fancy as that one, but they came on some good ball movement like that. The other 6 in that first quarter.
Thunder defense limiting Houston's offense. Rocket shot just 28%. Holmgren, he had it going in the first quarter, and he's got it going to start the second quarter, his second 3.
And Steven Adams is one of those drop-back coverage guys, folks. I mean, he's going to stay in the paint. He wants to clog the middle. You got a guy like Chet who has the ability to put the ball on the floor, but also can knock down the 3. It's to his advantage against guys like Steven Adams.
Thompson, you know he's going to drive, and that time he put on the deck, shoots it over the top of Cason Wallace.
That's still good defense. That's a tough shot by Alvin Thompson. I mean, he's just showing you his athleticism.
As A.J. Mitchell works his way underneath the free throw line. He's got a couple of buckets so far in this game.
And he's doing a good job of loosening up the Rockets' defense. They were centered on SGA in that first quarter. Every time he touched the basketball beyond half court, there was 2 guys immediately in his space.
You and I were talking about it over the break, and it didn't matter who it was either. Is Thompson's going to go to the free throw line, got clipped on that fadeaway. It was anybody and everybody for Ime Udoka and the Rockets to try to put pressure on SGA.
Let's take a look at this. See Steven Adams way down in the painted area. That's a long run for him. And Mitchell just said, look, I'm going to get in that area. Once again, that sweet spot. Doesn't need to get all the way to the rim where the bigs are. He's got that little, stop and pop and that nice little floater.
We know A.J. Mitchell's got the ability to break down defenses. And the Thunder have so much trust with the ball in his hands. Just under control. Got all those games consecutively scoring in double digits. Thompson goes 1 out of 2 at the free throw line, coming off a game where he was 10 out of 10 against Chicago at the tape.
Rockets in a zone again here. Looks like a 3-2. Trying to stop the dribble penetration. That's just good passing here. Kingston missed a wide open 3, but that's what you want against a zone defense.
And that's the key phrase there, wide open. The Thunder have kept that ball moving against this good Houston defense. They've had a couple of wide open 3s that they just have not been able to pay off. Şengün goes to work on the block, tried to lean in. Holmgren stood his ground. Adams, and the floater is good. Got a big lineup out there for Houston with Adams and Şengün.
Yeah, good job by Chet on that initial score by Şengün. It's tough to do that. Well, look at this. And there's that ball movement again. And A.J. Mitchell right now is the spearhead of that. He's getting to the middle, and he's forcing the secondary defenders to make decisions defensively.
Şengün drives in, shut off by Kenrich Williams. And then there is the pesky Cason Wallace coming in for the steal. He just swiped down J-Dub. Free throw line jumper too strong on the fadeaway. Shut down the basketball here. Good deflection. Chet slowing things down as Thompson tried to rifle that pass to Şengün.
Okay. This is just what they call shell offense. You practice this with 6 guys on the floor when you're in practice, just so you can get the guys to move away from another defender and make themselves available.
There's a smothering block by A.J. Mitchell on Shepard. Then he just fired it off of the backboard. The Rockets get a couple of breaks here. The ball's going right back to him. Şengün inside, another block by Kenrich. And a 24-second violation. And a great defensive stand by OKC. Despite all those loose balls going back to the Rockets, it's the Thunder that get the turnover.
Yeah, they denied them several times in that painted area. Şengün trying to throw a tough pass over to Steven Adams. And there's the block master right there, number 7. Thunder wearing their home white uniforms here in H-Town tonight.
Mitchell slicing through, and he's going to get the layup inside. Found a crease. And A.J. Mitchell off the bench. 7 points. Now applying a little bit of pressure. Almost got the turnover, but he's the last one to touch it.
Good job by him. Just saying, look, okay, I'm going to keep poking holes in the defense until you do something about it.
Shepard, the floater, and that's just good skill. Reed Shepard, he's a little bit more than a shooter, coming off the bench for Ime Udoka. Mitchell pulls up, and he's going to get the bounce. He's got 2 more. A.J. Mitchell, 9 points off the bench.
Well, he's poking holes in the zone. And right now, the middle of the zone is the weak spot for the Rockets. It's just that single big in there in Steven Adams.
And Durant is going to get the bounce as that one rattles in. So Durant with his second make, 4 points. Mitchell trying to take advantage of Shepard. And too much momentum there going to the baseline. Lost the angle on the rim. Durant with a height advantage here with Wallace defending. Spinning, the fadeaway, way short.
This is a running opportunity for the Thunder. Not allowing the Rockets to set up that zone defense.
Wallace using his size, and Thunder looking for a goaltend, didn't get it. Thompson, other end, he misses the transition opportunity. The cut, J-Dub to the rim, the follow and the slam by Holmgren, yet again doing damage on the rim. And things getting physical here. And what is the call?
Well, it's a travel. That time, looked like by Jabari Smith Jr. It'll be Thunder basketball on their end of the floor. Take a look at this. J-Dub gets wiped out on this play. And in comes Chet, the cleanup guy.
J-Dub not going to get wiped out there. All he did was have a clear lane to the cup. Going to finish that one off. The Thunder get 4 points on that trip thanks to the Houston turnover. Adams wants to give it up. Davison across the baseline. The Thunder right now locked in defensively, even though Jabari Smith makes that mid-range shot. The Thunder are not making it easy on the Rockets on the offensive end.
Miss a lot of shots.
Holmgren left wide open again. As you said, Michael, the defense of Steven Adams, he does not want to go out and close out on that shooter.
That's good that he took that shot. He's already made one. Just to make the defense play you honestly.
Durant trying to back down J-Dub. Missed the shot again. Adams in the right spot. The rebound. Smith is going to get fouled. Well, the Thunder using the ball movement and the passing, getting out on the run. They've got the lead here in the second.
Rockets fans, it's time for the Shoot Your Shot Jackpot. Tonight's contestant is Jonathan, who'll have 30 seconds to make an order. A layup for $100, a free throw for $250, a three-pointer for $500, and then a half-court shot for a total of $25,000. All right, Jonathan, let's get set. On my count, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, Jonathan, layup $100 in the bag now for the free throw line. Looking for $250 here from the free throw line. Still 15 seconds remain. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Got the three-pointer in at the buzzer. Here's what we're going to do, Jonathan. We're going to give you one chance to hit a half-court shot worth $10,000. Stay behind the half-court line. Here we go. It's up. Just a little too strong. Hey, gonna go home tonight, Jonathan, with $850. A nice payday here in front of all the great Rockets fans. Jonathan, thank you so much for taking part in the Shoot Your Shot Jackpot.
Welcome back. A massive shout out to the folks down in Norman at the Coach's Corner, part of the Thunder Bar Network. They all got together to watch this Thunder squad take on the Houston Rockets here in South Texas, and love to see the fan support. Always strong even when the team is on the road. And here on the road, a guy that has put up a massive effort so far, A.J. Mitchell, coming in off the bench, 9 points on 4 of 5 shooting. And guys, this is just a continuation of what we've seen here over the last month or so. A.J.'s last 15 games, guys, he's been a 14-point, 4-assist player, shooting about 50% from the field for a guard. With the ball handling that he delivers to this team, absolutely massive. He said he's so focused on being a well-rounded, complete player, and we are seeing him come into his own in a lot of different regards here tonight and over the past month.
Well-rounded indeed, Nick. And just watching that little montage, Mike, on the plays that he's made so far tonight, the thing that stands out too, he's got such a good feel for the game.
And being so young, you have to remind yourself this is his sophomore season. The other night, to Nick's point, there were 5 guys in double figures for the Thunder against the Spurs. 3 were off the bench, and he was one of them with 13 points. Last couple of games, the Thunder's bench has averaged over 50 points a game, 56 points to that number against the Spurs the other night. He's been a big factor in that. And over the course of an 82-game season, you need guys to step up off the bench. How about last Friday night? Kenrich Williams, 23 points off the bench in that come-from-behind win against the Grizzlies down in Memphis. So the guys from the bench have done a great job of stepping up. Jay Will certainly against the Spurs with that double-double off the bench.
Different guys, different nights, as J-Dub couldn't quite turn the corner there. Trying to put a move on Davison.
I just think you can't be a good team without a good bench. I mean, as much as the accolades all, spew out at the end of the season, you have to be a good bench in order to be a good team.
You're absolutely right, because there's just so many games, and there's different matchups, and guys just have to find a way to go in there. Cason Wallace, nice move, left hand, didn't finish, and Thompson. It's 5-on-3 here for the Rockets. Durant, transition three, missed it. Offensive rebound, and Sengun got the putback. Just the second basket for Sengun. Mitchell, double team, dangerous pass. It's low, and it's taken away. And Durant is going to go to the free throw line. High-risk pass on the other end, as Isaiah Joe has come into the game. And Durant, who's been very quiet so far. Thunder have made him very inefficient. Just 2 out of 11, but he is going to go to the free throw line. The Rockets' leading scorer on the season. Michelob Ultra and the Oklahoma City Thunder are bringing you closer to the game with a once-in-a-lifetime chance to step onto the Thunder court. Reward your love of the game with friendly competition and an Ultra. Visit OKCThunder.com/playlikeapro.
We talked about, how important the bench is, but, there are so many guys you can point the finger at that stepped up at the right time for the Thunder. Alex Caruso on the floor right now as well as Isaiah Joe have been instrumental in this first half of the season. Especially when you're playing every night with a target on your back.
SGA again, immediate double team. Zips that pass over to Joe. Wide open three, no good. Joe tracks it down. Joe again. That time he's able to pay it off. Second try is good from downtown.
Thunder gave the Rockets a dose of the dose with a big offensive rebound and got maximum value on that three-point shot by Isaiah Joe.
Sengun inside, an easy dunk. That pass from Davison, able to get ahead of the defense.
Starting to open up a little bit.
Shea is going to get the and one. Attacks Thompson, and he's going to the line. His first points of the night.
I'm going to finish my thought. This game is starting to open up. Look at the driving lanes now. They're not as tight as they were in that first quarter. So smart that SGA recognized that, put his head down and went right to the bucket and did one of those strong finishes.
And one of the few times, Michael, so far on the night that we haven't seen Houston deploy that double team.
Yeah, he didn't have a guy waiting on him at the rim. So just a smart recognition by Shea.
Sengun got down low, trying to go with that left-hand hook shot, no good. Holmgren did just enough to deter the make. Shea again, another nice spin, left hand, high off the window. Spins away from Thompson, and a pretty finish.
Yeah, he got his jersey pulled on that play too to slow him down. That's what they call a teardrop off the glass.
An assertive SGA. There's another block by Holmgren on the drive at Thompson. Joe went for the left-handed hammer, and Smith with the block, but a foul. As Joe tried to go full elevation, Smith had the block at the top. Houston challenging. Was there contact on the lower half? We will find out. First replay challenge of the game, and it comes via Ime Udoka, and the Rockets will have the verdict after this.
Review, the defender makes a legal block of the basketball. Any contact after the legal block would be deemed incidental by an effort to a player to play an opponent and perform a normal defensive movement. Therefore, it's overturned to a no call. Imminent possession will be awarded to Houston.
Call under review brought to you by Pella of Oklahoma, official window and door partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And we were able to hear the explanation from Kevin Scott, the official. The fans not, but it's a successful challenge for the Rockets and Ime Udoka. Clean block by Jabari Smith. And that's what you and I were talking about, Michael, over the break. We thought it was clean as he got all ball right there at the summit.
Yeah, good block. Up in the air, high. Thought the Thunder had a chance because he blocked a shot, but Isaiah Joe still had the ball in his hand and was trying to dunk it before he got wiped out. That's where I thought the Thunder had some leverage.
High-level defensive play by Smith. Şengün. The fadeaway, no. And Dort just spears that rebound.
Yeah, he went in there like he was deep diving. I love it when he does that. I'm telling you, being a former big in this league, when a guard comes down to help you out on rebounding, that is a huge help.
Now he's trying to take advantage with a three behind the arc as SGA set him up on the pass.
I know what the fans are saying back home at the coach's corner. Lou! Let it go, folks. Let it go down there in Norman.
As Durant faces up and scores the two. That was Dort on the defensive end. The Thunder played good defense here in the first half, limiting the Rockets offensively. SGA has been assertive since he's come back in here, but willing to pass. Jay Will, extra one over to Dort. Dort trying to drive on Adams. Pulls up the two, no. And nothing but Şengün there to grab the rebound.
Well, I tell you, every time Shea touches a basketball, he's got traffic around him. He's got one defender, and then the other four guys are looking at it.
Well, Ime Udoka not messing around. Durant, the double team, tough shot. And it looked like Okogie was trying to spike it back down. Şengün, the cut. Thompson, he got contested, but a foul by Jay Will is going to put Amen Thompson to the free throw line.
Good hard foul by Jay Will, just to make sure he doesn't try to get that shot up and get an opportunity to score more points. Make him earn it. And he was fantastic against the Spurs with those 11 points and 10 rebounds off the bench. A double-double, that's hard to get off the bench.
First double-double of the season, plus 30 overall. And now a quick word from Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Fast one.
Same-day delivery powered by DoorDash.
You know, you got guys like Steven Adams is only in there for two things. Set screens and rebound the basketball on the offensive end. And you know that, and you're going to give up something to him. I mean, that's just the law of averages. You're going to give up something to a guy like that. Just like I'm looking at these blocks by Hakeem Olajuwon, the all-time shot blocker
up there.
Yeah, he's going to block your shot.
3,830. I don't know, maybe a quarter of those on Michael Cage, those battles back in the day.
They're going to throw those dark jerseys around Shea. My goodness. And Luke Dort is wide open, like he should be. And so let me hear it, coach's corner. Let out the Lou again. My goodness. And they're just, you see the triple team, all the dark jerseys around SGA when he was trying to dribble the basketball? I mean, take a look at this, folks. Look at that. He's got two guys on him. Adams is trying to wait in the paint as like, I know you're trying to get to the paint. And the other two guys are watching him. And Lou Dort says, don't worry, I got your back, SGA. I'm going to hit my second three of the night. And I'm going to loosen up the screws on your defense.
And you know SGA is a willing passer. He's not going to go at that double team every single time. But if you can set up a wide open shooter, which the Thunder have done on numerous occasions already here tonight, they'll gladly take that within the offense, especially against this Houston team, top 10 defensive efficiency. SGA's going to pass that open man every single time.
And that's the mark of a good scorer, who just said, look, I'll wait for my turn. And he had a little moment there, SGA, where he scored a couple of buckets. But the Rockets are basically saying, we're going to take you out of this game. And we're going to force you to give up the basketball. Even if we have to give up an open shot, which they've done a couple of times and Lou Dort has delivered.
And that's an all-out sellout to get the ball out of the hands of the reigning MVP.
Of one guy.
One guy.
One guy.
This time it goes down to Wiggins in the corner. And Jay Will just mistimed his jump there on the rebound. Thompson zigzags back in, and he goes end-to-end. Just full speed there for Amen Thompson, who's into double digits. SGA back the other way. He goes end-to-end. And the feathery touch off the window.
Yeah, quick strike offense. Rockets trying to get back to that 3-2 zone defense. You can't set it up while the Thunder are in transition because everybody's scrambling. And once again, another smart recognition by the reigning MVP.
Shea's got 7, all of them coming here in the second quarter. Tough pass out of bounds off of the leg of Thompson. That's a turnover by Houston, the 8th of this first half.
I'm not sure who poked that away, but that's a great poke away. May have been SGA on that play because Thompson is one of those guys who's a high flyer in that dunker slot.
Shea sees that double team. Jay Will, open, pass out to the corner. It is Wiggins, no. And Adams has that rebound. Just like the ball just goes to Steven Adams when he's down there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the two reasons why he's in the ball game.
J-Dub with Şengün outside, got it right back. 3 seconds. Şengün, the spin, and no. Wiggins with the basketball. Got to be careful. He's surrounded, and it pops over to Thompson. And the shot clock will reset. Durant trying to give it back over to Şengün. Little sidestep, contact, no good. Adams, we get a whistle. And it looks like it's going to be
offensive interference. We've got somebody pulled down on the net. I'm not sure who it was. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That's going to be.
They credit Steven Adams with the 2. Yeah. Ends up being points for the Rockets. 52-48. And what should be the final possession of the first half. SGA is going to dribble this one out.
And look how the Rockets are not doubling him. They're just going to play back. Got a little one-on-one between he and Koji.
But SGA from behind the three-point line takes advantage of the single coverage and buries one from deep to cap off a solid second quarter and a good first half for the Thunder.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when the defense relaxes a little.
Great things happen when good friends get together. So grab a glass, amigo. Our tequila is your tequila. Our casa is your casa.
Catch your Rockets and Astros games for just $19.99 per month, or sign up all year for $199.99. That's $40 in savings. No cable, no satellite, no contracts. Just download the app and watch your games.
Stream your teams direct with Space City Network Plus. Download today at SCHNplus.com.
Stream your Rockets direct with Space City Home Network Plus for just $19.99 per month or $199 per year. No cable, no satellite, no contract. raffle tickets. We'll be selecting the winning raffle ticket number in the fourth quarter. Good luck. Rockets fans, it's time for tonight's halftime performance. Please welcome to the court Afro rap artist and TSU grad from Lagos, Nigeria, Bills.
I'm too fly when I sleep, no bed, na hanga. Olúwa ló ṣe no ayama tanga. But better they talk, they won't understand that. Even that KG, yeah, they won't understand that. On my hooks feel like punch, knock out na banga. Bet na tanga, beat na shanga. Pag Yankee high five, na jana waka. They wanna judge me, why yeah, for banga. Shakabaki, kaba You see me in the streets, but I don't want it. This head is like something so I shouldn't pass it. They know what the body, so what my call, let's say, where you come back? Me, I know the stress. I can't show a lie, me, I know the vex. I hope you get the message, I don't really text. When I'm chilling with my guys, you know, winning is the face. I'm get, and I get. Therefore, I don't wanna. When I'm in Houston, I wanna stand up. Houston, I wanna stand up. When I'm in Houston, I wanna stand up. Stand up, I wanna. Energy, 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 energy to the fake energy. Enemies far away from a G. Steady saying never switch energy. Keep the same energy from my top energy. If I flop energy, if I touch energy. Or I ball energy, never change energy. Or G to my G energy. Power bank in the switch energy. Family, you don't see enemies. See a G, that's real synergy. But getting too bad, then the fifth energy. It's giving bad energy. She down energy. I slow position to around energy. Bands on the move, that's real energy. Hop on the stage, I kill energy. Energy, energy, energy. Energy to the fake energy. Enemies far away from a G. Steady same, never switch energy. Keep the same energy from my top energy. If I ball energy, from my touch energy. Or I ball energy. Let's go! Houston, we wanna party! Houston, we wanna party! It's Friday night, you know the man's in black. Back in lot, you know the times. Ring the plug, move like that. She wants to link out. He drank too much, he mixed clear with. Hey! Can you feel it? Yeah, boy. Can you feel it? Yeah, boy. Houston, we wanna party. Bad chick, my type, her waist, my size. She rock all night. Oh Lord, it's too much. Hey, I'm a car for garage. I know look at my cars. I know some paparazzi. I over to the past. I wish you met me back then. Even me, I was rolling with the bad gang. Everything start like about 10. With a pop like with the back 10. Me outside. Can pick you up, you better call her Uber. I walk like shit, cook up the love bottle. I'm hanging out that she said, hold up. I'm feeling right now. It's Friday night, you know. For parking lot, you know. Ring the plug, you know. She wants to link out. You drank too much, you mixed clear with. The vibe is whack, that's why they left you. You're doing too much, you better give it to them. 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 Houston, we want a party. Who about the girls that want to play the other girls can't find their way? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That way. Who about the girls that want to play the other can't find their way? Houston, we want a party. Energy. Love, Houston.
Give it up for
My name is Bill. Appreciate you guys for coming out.
Here are your top 10 plays of the night. Number 10, in Philly, Donovan Mitchell looks off the defense and drops a no-look dime to DeAndre Hunter for the fast break jam. Mitchell makes two defenders disappear, and Hunter flushes it to set the tone on the road. Number 9, on the road again, this time in New Orleans, Yegor Diomin pulls the magic trick, an over-the-head no-look dime to Nick Claxton for the slam. He never even checks his target, and Claxton hammers it home like it's routine. Number 8, Caleb Martin heads down the lane and detonates over Peyton Watson. Martin takes flight, clears a body, and throws it down with a bold exclamation point. Number 7, in LA, Kawhi Leonard draws the crowd, drops a beautiful pass to Yannick Conan Niederhauser for the thunderous dunk. The defense collapses, a lane opens, and Niederhauser delivers straight power. Number 6, back to New Orleans. Pelicans on the move. Trey Murphy III dishes to Carlo Makovic, who goes up, and over Yegor Diomin for the dunk. Makovic takes off in stride and throws it down like he's jumping off a trampoline. Yeah, that one deserves a little extra celebration. Number 5, Isaiah Collier lifts an alley-oop to Ace Bailey, who skies in for the one-handed smash. Collier floats it perfectly and Bailey meets it at the summit. Number 4, Zion Williamson grabs it. He goes coast to coast and absolutely bullies his way to the contested dunk over the defender. Zion absorbs a bump, keeps it moving, and still powers through traffic full steam ahead. That's one guy you do not want to step in front of. Number 3, chaos in the corner. Isaac Okoro saves it. Trey Jones rescues it again. And Vucevic caps it with the game-winning lay. Chicago pulls off a double save. Vucevic punches the ticket at the rim. Less than 7 seconds left. Jones with the absolute dime to Vuce under the basket. Number 2, in Indiana, Raptors on the break, and Aaron Nesmith comes flying in for the chase down block on A.J. Lawson. Nesmith closes the gap out of nowhere, not in his house. And finally, number 1, back to New Orleans. Jeremiah Fears hits Zion Williamson in stride, and Zion goes full freight train ahead for the dunk over Nick Claxton. He takes contact mid-air, keeps rising, full power here, and he detonates for the play of the night.
In the lane, Watson up and in. Denied, rejected.
Clayton Watson didn't quit on the play very often.
Watson in the lane. Watson around his man. Lane again.
Watson's second career double-double.
Watson training that triple, his first shot of the game.
Clayton Watson dipping into his bag tonight. Spectacular effort by the young Watson.
Scotty on a back down with a hook and the foul. Barnes spinning around. Barlow going up strong.
Scotty Barnes is top 10. He's 9th in the NBA with field goals made in the paint.
Scotty Beals spinorama. Barnes is a phenomenal passer. Monster slam. Scotty Barnes. It's a 2-point game.
Big time move by Scotty Barnes.
What kind of book you looking for? What kind of book you get? I Survived. Good books, man.
American Fidelity loves to partner with our education community in a multitude of ways, but one of the most important ways we can do that is by providing these books to students.
I think that's going to be a good one. You want to be an astronaut? I believe in you, bro. I love it because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Because you know, basketball, the success is only going to do so much for you, but seeing how you affect others in the community and, younger people, I think that's what it's all about. Everybody don't have to scream.
A lot of our students don't have the opportunity to go to a Thunder game, and so for Thunder to come here and bring their level of excellence to Parkview.
What's your name? Cameron? I'm Chris.
And for students to really look at them and connect and talk about books and talk about which book is the best, talk about literacy, the importance of literacy, but also about the importance of dreaming big. And really, I mean, their lives are changed forever.
Tonight, man. Rest tonight. Good job, man. Have fun, play together. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together!
Thunder, they're 0-3 against the Spurs. The simple fact of the matter is they have been spanked the last couple times. So if you're OKC, you don't want San Antonio to be able to walk out of this building tonight feeling like, hey, we've got that team's number.
And now here we go. The matchup we've been looking forward to has been Wembanyama against Holmgren. A lot of history between the two. Wemby goes right to work. Oh! Victor Wembanyama starting out with a bang. Now it's Castle lobbing inside. Oh! Wemby's done it again.
SJ left side angle. Inside of Harper down the lane, and then challenge Cornette at the rim, lays it up, passes it, goes, and it goes for the and one. Johnson spinning into traffic. Corner right kicks to Waters, catches your fade. Go three, blocked by Shea, going up.
The MVP doing MVP things. Wembanyama right at Holmgren again. Stop, spin, that's ridiculous. A heavyweight battle so far between the top two teams in the Western Conference. Holmgren with a block.
Blocked by Wembanyama on the deep contest.
We've got a 3-point game at the half. 7 lead changes, 12 ties.
SJ fed up the right side on Fox. Works a left-hand bounce, twirls. Across his body, banks in a miraculous 13-footer, and he's hacked in the act by Fox. Oh, that's a miracle shot, baby.
20 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 111 consecutive games. That is the second longest streak behind Wilt Chamberlain.
Mitchell, left wing to Shea for a long wing three that's on the way. Count it! Cha-ching and under money ball. Shea plays the crowd. He's got 30 points in 28 minutes.
He is feeling it at Paycom Center.
Castle shuttles, intended for Wemby, stolen by Dumb in the open court. Look out below, baby! Thunder down. A big two-hand rim rocker. The Spurs being pelted by Thunder hustle and excellence.
Good first half here in Houston that has the Thunder up by 7. And before we start quarter number 3, let's get our update from Paris.
Thanks, Chris. Well, I was able to catch up with Thunder assistant coach Dave Bliss at halftime to ask him how the Thunder's been able to navigate Houston's mixing up their defense throughout the majority of this game. He told me the Thunder's done a really good job spacing offensively, but they've also done a good job throwing the ball ahead. He said you can cause a lot of confusion when you get out in transition by getting the ball ahead of their defense, not letting them get their defense set or let them have a play call. So that transition game is going to be big for OKC here in the second half, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Paris. Spacing and ball movement, Michael, always a good combination.
Yeah, and that comes off of just battling underneath for those rebounds. You know you're going to give up some of those offensive rebounds. They rely on it so much. Thought that's good spacing that time by Lou Dort. Another wide open three. That's exactly what you want to exploit that Rockets defense.
Great job in transition there, slowing down Thompson by SGA and J-Dub. There's a poke away, almost a steal, and Thunder is scraping for it. Şengün's on it, Holmgren's on it, and we get the jump ball.
Good dig down, that's what they call that, folks, when a guard helps out. Dig down, poke the ball away, give help to the big man. No one plays defense at this level on an island, folks. You always help out, no matter who it is. Everybody's in on that. A lot of white shirts surrounding that basketball once it got to that painted area. Şengün's one of those guys. He's got to load up when he gets ready to score. He's not going to be a quick shooter like Kevin Durant. He's going to pound that basketball into the pavement and get you off balance.
And the loose ball goes Houston's way. Durant over the top, and that one rattles in. Thunder have made him very inefficient on the night. Just 4 out of 14. Tyce Thompson for the lead score. Is Sengun. Might have got a piece of it on the reverse of Wiggins' attempt. What did the Thunder do defensively so well to limit Houston to just 33% shooting in the first half?
Contesting shots. You got to contest and make them become a high-volume shooter. And that's exactly why you went into halftime with the lead.
Okogie off the pass, no good. Long rebound. Second try. Smith capitalizes on the take 2-3. It's frustrating if you're the Thunder, Mike, because you've got the guy shooting that you wanted to shoot it in Okogie. You get the miss as Shea had it stripped out of bounds, and it's going to stay on this end.
Come on, you lost the ball.
Dort had a motion on the inbounds pass. See what Holmgren decides to do here. Wants to drive on Sengun. Tough fadeaway. And a miss. That's not something that happened very often in the first half for Chet. He was 6 out of 7. Thunder's leading score was 16, and he comes over with yet another block. And for Holmgren on the night, that is his 4th.
Wow. And that's what I keep saying. Every time he blocks a shot, it's a wow block. It's not just, oh, that's a clean block. I go, wow. You see a volleyball match? That's called a spike. Spike that ball down.
I think you're missing is the net. Get credit for the block.
He's got 13 blocks, folks, in the last 4 games. 13 blocks.
He has just been an absolute enforcer at the rim. The case for Defensive Player of the Year. Shea stops on a dime, and the mid-range shot is pure. That is impossible to defend.
Wow with Shea, and sometimes, wow with Chet, and when it's Shea, I go, My mom used to say that.
And Shea just patiently trying to find his offense, and Smith has just been pouring in threes. That is his 3rd. And so he's busted out of that slump that saw him miss 20 in a row. Stayed up, navigated the lane. And they're going to reach and foul there by Amen Thompson.
And how about Chet with a terrific on-ball defender in Amen Thompson, and he goes behind the back without him stealing the basketball. Just showing you his skill set, folks, at 7'1". Nice little behind the back move to not allow him to poke that ball away.
Thompson is thinking steal. The Rockets had a steal on SGA. Sengun shut off. They force him to run a little bit of offense here. He got it right back, trying to pass. Okogie on the cut, and he's got the jam as the Rockets reclaim the lead here in the 3rd quarter. 58-57. Mark Daigneault and the Thunder call timeout.
It's time to play DraftKings Pick 6, more or less. Let's see what tonight's trivia question is. The perimeter of Nigeria is 1,928 miles. What do you think, Rockets fans? Is it more or less than 1,928 miles? And the answer is more. It's actually 2,782 miles. Thanks for playing along with DraftKings Pick 6, more or less. DraftKings official daily fantasy sports partner of your Houston Rockets. All right, Houston, let's check in at center court with Kiati and Lauren.
All right, it's time for Toyota Tundra Tic-Tac-Toe Rocket Style. Each contestant must make a layup, then they'll grab an X or a Toyota O, place it on the grid center court. Whoever gets tic-tac-toe or has the most pieces on the grid when time runs out, going home with an autograph Amir Thompson basketball.
All right, Houston, let's meet our contestants playing tonight. We have RJ, my man, playing for the Exits. Let's make some noise for him. All right, and we got Trey playing for the Toyota O's. All right, guys, are you ready to do this? Yeah. On your marks, get set, and go.
All right. Houston, this is a father against son battle. Come on, Dad. Dad, your son is going crazy over here. What is going on, Dad?
Houston, let's hear it for RJ.
There we go. Dad. Congratulations, the winner of Toyota Tundra Tic-Tac-Toe. Trey, get over here. Going home with an autograph. Amir Thompson basketball.
All right, but don't worry. RJ, we're still getting hooked up with a Rocket.
Hey, fans, want a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming home game? Download the Thunder app and play What's Behind the Glass, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Oklahoma. And enter for a chance to win. Taking a shot at downtown Houston, all lit up here in South Texas. As we take a look at tonight's Michelob Ultra courtside close-up. As the Thunder have played well up to this point, despite Houston making a little run here in this third quarter to open things up. It's still a tight game, 58-57, SGA. With his 12 points, all those coming in the first half. And so, Michael, we go to the third quarter here, and the Rockets a 10-2 start here in the first 3 minutes and 7 seconds.
Well, I think one thing key for the Thunder is to speed this game up and not allow the Rockets to like slow it down and set up that zone. Now, they're in a man-to-man right now. That's that mixed coverage they were talking about. Good midi by Lou Dort, which is starting to become very familiar to his game. Just adding another tool to that tool bag, folks.
We're just stepping in there confidently, comfortably, knocking down the elbow jumper. Smith, that time way off on the three. The save by Thompson, Şengün, the positioning, and the hook shot is in.
Got away with an elbow to the side of Chet on that play. Man, what are the officials seeing underneath the basket? As Lou Dort says, see that. As he knocks down the trifecta amongst all the bodies falling.
How about Lou Dort? Missed the game on Tuesday night. He's up to 13 on his third three. A lot of those have been clean looks from the outside. Durant, free throw line jumper, and it took a peek. It's out. Okogie. And Wiggins on the deflection, trying to save it. J-Dub able to get it to Holmgren. And finally, the Thunder with possession.
Yeah, now the Thunder can run ahead here, and this is what it leads to, that ahead pass.
Dort missed the three, Wiggins missed the follow, and the Rockets back the other way.
That's what the Thunder's coaching staff was talking about at halftime with Paris Lawson, about throwing the ball ahead, getting ahead of the Rockets defense. That led to a wide open three by Lou Dort.
And SGA trying to front that pass intended for Durant at the elbow. He's going to pick up his first foul.
Wow, look at this. Man, it's an offensive foul in anybody's book. He gets up, never mind, I'm tough, and I'm mean, and I can get the shot I want. As he knocks down the three. Now all of a sudden officials are calling these little ticky-tock fouls. This is what bothers me about officiating sometimes. You let guys get run over, you let guys get rolled over, and you call something really soft like that. Let the game play out. Leave it alone. If you want it to be physical, let it be physical. If not, don't call that. And I'm talking for both ends.
It's just been a physical game, too. You're right, Mike. You don't want the complexion and the personality of the game to change from what it's been. Some of the players are like, well, we've been getting away with that over the course of the game. Or that hasn't been called. Smith faces up, Holmgren the rebound. And SGA sees nothing but black jerseys. Still decides to go inside. SGA is going to get fouled.
And see, SGA did a good job. Get the ball up the floor real quickly. Chet did a good job of getting that rebound. And then just get up with that quick strike offense. It's hard to believe that this is just free throws 2 and 3 for Shea all night. J-Dub hadn't even gone to the free throw line at all. These are 2 of the most driving guys with the basketball in the game.
The Thunder Community Foundation auction is live tonight through the end of the third quarter on January 23rd. Don't miss your chance to own 2025-26 autographed City Edition items and other one-of-a-kind Thunder memorabilia and support a great cause. Bid now by scanning the QR code on the screen or at okcthunder.com/auction.
2 top-ranked defenses. It's going to be low scoring. Every point is going to be a battle.
Mark Daigneault expected this to be a physical game, just based off of what he was saying to everybody before the game. And Houston's size, that time, Holmgren, nicely done. Stood tall there with Şengün, fumbling the basketball. J-Dub barreling is not going to get the and one. The foul is going to be on Davison, and J-Dub's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and how about Chet once again busting up some close quarter shot opportunities for Şengün, where he's very good with both hands. Once again, retrieving that ball that came loose from Şengün after standing him up when he tried to make his move to the basket.
Thunder had just been making sure that he and Durant feel contact, see a crowd. The 2 of them combined are 8 for 26 in the game. Those are numbers you can live with.
Absolutely. That's a good point, partner. Jay will get his first few free throws of the night. Excuse me, J-Dub here, folks. I'm thinking Jay Will because, man, he is such a massive presence on nights like tonight, where they got a double big they'll put in the game with Şengün and Steven Adams.
Nice mini response by the Thunder after falling behind. Durant down the lane, went for the jam. He's going to get that and one. No, it didn't go. See?
Yeah, that's an and one.
Yeah, it's an and one. See, yeah. I thought I saw it, but we're so high up here. Sometimes you think that your eyes are playing tricks.
Yeah, Lu Dort just kind of knocked it through after it went in. There it is right there. And officials are giving a signal that the basket did count, which it should. Now here's where the Thunder, guys like Jay Will coming in the ball game. Steven Adams comes in the ball game. They have that double big with Kevin Durant, Steven Adams, or Şengün and Steven Adams, which they played extensively in that second quarter. That's the value of Jay Will. Let me make that clear. Not J-Dub, Jay Will.
We see Chet Holmgren head to the bench. That is his 4th foul. Mark Daigneault was trying to say that the foul was off on somebody other than Chet, who's now going to take a seat. He and Dort. Might have been Wiggins who he was trying to lobby to get that foul on, but Chet picks up the 4th. Dort's got 3. Durant makes the free throw, but the Thunder still in the lead. Coming up on the midway point. There's that double team on SGA that we saw a lot in the first half. Dort goes right by Durant. Skip pass over to Wiggins. Beautiful offense. It sets him up to splash home that 3.
You know the key to that play? Was Lu Dort with the skip pass. As he passed it to one guy away, the defense can rotate, but he skipped a guy, gave Wiggins time to line up that 3-point shot, folks. That's some high-level stuff there by the Thunder on offense.
Durant gives it up. Adams lost it on the way up, and Wiggins able to tap it over to J-Dub, trying to get on the move.
This is a great opportunity for the Thunder now.
Oh, SGA went with the left hand. I don't know if he was trying to draw the foul or what.
Thought he got some contact on that play on the drive. Looked at the official. Just hadn't gotten the whistles tonight. Still standing at just 3 free throw attempts. Got 2 of those in the third quarter.
Durant too strong on the mid-range shot. Now J-Dub pushing ahead. One-on-one with Davison. J-Dub bounces off of him, plays through a soft bump and scores the 2.
And they're playing through contact right now. force the officials to put air in that whistle. If not, make those shots.
The kind of physicality that we've been used to seeing. There's going to be an offensive foul on Jabari Smith as he just bulldozed Dort trying to set the screen, and he just kept engaging him until Dort hit the deck.
Well, they haven't been cleaning that up, and that's an easy call. Now, he ran over him a couple of plays ago. How about J-Dub here? Gets one-on-one, goes to the basket, takes a bump there, and goes off one leg through the contact.
Well, this has been a nice stretch for OKC after falling behind 59-58. J-Dub getting downhill, but Adams with the recovery and able to swat it out of there. I don't see Steven Adams play shot blocker very often, as Caruso able to deflect that one out of bounds.
Those deflections are real. They're not an official stat, but coaches keep those stats and say, hey, you're forcing them to reset their offense on a shorter clock now.
Just to make things a little more difficult, Smith inside. He's going to get fouled. That's one of those things that Mark Daigneault mentioned. You know, just win the margins. And sometimes those little plays like deflections, loose balls, they start to add up. You win the possession game, and it ultimately helps you on the scoreboard. Let's check in with Paris.
Well, guys, you saw Alex Caruso with that instant impact, the deflection, while guarding a bigger player like Kevin Durant. And this isn't the first time we've seen AC guard a player that has a lot of size on him. Victor Wembanyama, Nikola Jokic, all great examples of this. And we talked to Alex about what it takes to defend players that have that size advantage on him. And he told us that your work just starts earlier. With guards, your work starts further from the basket, and as far as guarding off the dribble. So for Alex, he's really dialed in early in possessions to make sure guys that are bigger than him don't have easy possessions or easy positioning on the court.
Got to take all the elements of defense into consideration, Mike, especially going up against those talented guys like Jokic.
And there's a lot of talent in the Western Conference. On a night-to-night basis, where you have to deal with guys like that. Look at all the attention around Shea with the basketball.
Those three guys, Michael, that were chasing him when he had the ball in his hands. Shot clock under 5. Caruso getting downhill, off balance, the reverse layup. And what a play and finish by Caruso with his back to the basket.
Yeah, acrobatic. It's just kind of a slow layup to wait for Adams to come down.
Durant on the turnaround. That's a move that he's been executing throughout his entire career. One of the reasons why the 7th all-time leading scorer in NBA history. Jay Will wide open, why not? Short. Offensive rebound. Caruso, reload 3. That's no good. Another tap out, and it's the Thunder racking up some offensive rebounds on this trip.
Yeah, giving the Rockets a dose of the dose right now.
Shea passes away from a double team. Outside, Cason Wallace off the deck, pulls up. And the Thunder get 3 opportunities on that trip.
He had to take that shot. There's 1 second on the shot clock when he took it.
Up top, Davison. Back iron.
Good job by Jay Will putting his big body in front of the big body of Steven Adams.
Caruso thought about it instead. Back outside, Mitchell. He will hang, and Kevin Durant that time got the block. Davison again, and that 3 is good for the two-way player and the 2nd-round pick out of Alabama. First points of the night for J.D. Davison.
Look how they're hanging all over Shea, switching from Steven Adams to Thompson.
Shea gets it back, sees a crease, bounces off of Thompson. The no-look shot as he was falling off balance, and he gets it to drop.
I mean, just blow the whistle. I mean, oh, look at the illegal screen by Kevin Durant. My goodness, clean it up down there. Officials, clean it up. I don't blame Shea. He got bumped, he got spun around, and still made the shot. What does it take to get this guy free throws? He's only got 3 attempts, and he drives every time. How about this? I mean, just bumping him off his spot, and he somehow finds a way to score. Thompson not in a legal guarding position, but Shea got a legal 2 points.
Next up on the road trip will be Miami on Saturday night. That's our next broadcast on FanDuel Sports Network. Simulcast with Griffin Gray Media. And of course, if you're in OKC, Tulsa, Lawton, and Wichita, check your local listings. That game will be on Saturday, 7 p.m. Central. And Thunder Live pregame will get started at 6:30. Those young Thunder fans, they got their unis on, Mike, in this chilly arena. They're not affected, and they're happy to see their guys. And so far, SGA with his 16 points and this Thunder team with a 5-point lead here in the third.
Yeah, Shea's got an efficient 16 points off of just 9 shots and 3 free throw attempts. Thunder only 8 free throw attempts so far, had 3 attempts at halftime, well 4 attempts at halftime. They've doubled that already just in this quarter alone. To put that in perspective, the Rockets have 15 attempts from beyond the arc.
Davison, and he might have found his stroke after knocking down the 3. He comes in. Two-way player, formerly with Boston, hasn't played a ton over the course of his career, despite this being year number 4.
Rockets back in that zone defense. Nice little dunker slot, not a dunk that time, but Jay Will, which is kind of in there. What do you call that kind of shot?
Little push shot.
Push shot, okay. Thank you.
Pop a shot.
Pop a shot, thank you, partner. I like that though. Can't get to the rim. Get that little pop a shot. Oh, that's going to be a turnover.
Nice backcourt Aaron pass by Şengün. Back out to Shepherd. Just a little bit of pressure there, and that's with Caruso defending Alperen Şengün.
Either way,
Getting one of those mismatches. The Thunder with a lot of confidence. SGA, the drive, the kick, Caruso, catch fire 3, no good. Excellent look, and how many times tonight, Michael, the Thunder set up a wide open 3. Just excellent passing.
And it's coming at the hands of the leading scorer, and SGA just seeing the whole court.
Thompson, the cut, and a foul by Jay Will. It's going to put him at the free throw line. Thompson, a good free throw shooter. He's one of those players, Mike. He's a good free throw shooter, not a great three-point shooter, but a little too much contact. Jay Will coming off that game where he had a couple of blocks against San Antonio. And Thompson misses the first free throw.
Jay Will's talking to the official. Say, look, this game is very physical. You got to decide. You're going to let it be physical, or are you going to start calling ticky-tack stuff? If you're going to call ticky-tack, call it on both ends, and I'm going to go to the bench because I'm doing a great job against that double big lineup of Şengün and Steven Adams that's now in the ball game.
Got a little slight concern here, Mike, foul-wise, with Holmgren already on the bench with those 4 fouls. Now Jay Will hits the bench with 4 fouls. And Mark Daniels going to bring in Kenrich Williams. He essentially is playing the 5 as a Thunder, very spaced out here on this offensive possession. Shea, the jab step, the step back, the back iron. 3, no good.
2-for-1 action by Shea.
Şengün. Little twirl, and he's going to get the bounce. No double-digit leads in this game. It was tight at halftime. It's going to be tight going into the 4th quarter. Thunder hoping that the lead is bigger than 2. Shea down the lane, had it punched away. Now time for the Rockets. Outside, Davison. No. Thompson, put back, no. And now the question is going to be whether or not that ball went out of bounds prior to the expiration of this 3rd quarter. And the official's going to talk it over, and they're going to review it. So there might be a little time left on the clock. Everybody's gone over to the bench, but there could be some time Now, what I didn't see, Mike, is who was granted the basketball.
The ruling was Houston ball out of bounds with a clock malfunction.
Houston might have a chance here with a couple of tenths back on the clock. And it's just a matter of what they decide here as the ball hits the baseline, I think with maybe 0.1. So 0.1. And you're not going to be able to get a shot off with 0.1. So the clock is actually beneficial for OKC. And that even though Houston's going to get the basketball, there's not going to be much to do with it. But it looks like these teams are just treating this as though it's a break between quarter number 3 and quarter number 4. As Kevin Scott's going over to Mark Daigneault to give the explanation. But everybody's treating this as though the third quarter's over.
Yeah. Not sure what the explanation is other than maybe telling them really quickly the time, what we think it should be at, which is maybe a tenth of a second. Unless there was some kind of clock issue. Well,
I guess they're just going to roll it over. We'll take a quick break, have the fourth quarter or the end of the third quarter when we come back here to Toyota Center.
H-Town right now, I want to light up the whole Toyota Center and turn the energy up for your Houston Rockets! I need more lights out, let's go! Come on, we gotta get louder than that. Houston Rockets fans, where you at right now? Make some noise! Show them how H-Town does it on TV. Let's go, Rockets fans.
At this time, we're going to put the game clock to 0.1, still in the third quarter. Play through that, and then begin the fourth quarter of play. And that'll do it for your third quarter with your score 77-75 Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City, number 8, Jalen Williams, number 25, A.J. Mitchell.
The next 12 minutes.
Well, the little things. Now, the Rockets are relying heavily on their rebounding, but when the Thunder get the rebounds, get out in transition and get out quickly. And you're not getting a whole lot of help at the free throw line tonight, just not getting any calls. You have 8 free throw attempts right now to start the fourth quarter. Put that in perspective, the Rockets have 17. So you still have the lead, is what I'm saying, folks. Continue to grind it out, play fast. Every now and then get a turnover, which they've been able to do with the Rockets.
Even with all those lead changes, the Rockets' biggest lead is 1. Shepherd short. And a nice job by A.J. Mitchell sneaking in there for that defensive rebound.
That's going to be really important. This next, and how about this nice move by Chet Holmgren? Goes right down Main Street and flushes it. That guy looks like a 6'5" guard. He's 7'1", folks.
And then shows the bounce. Put that ball on the floor, and Holmgren just soaring up to the rim. He's got 18 points. He's the Thunder's leading scorer offensively on the night.
Those are the kind of plays I'm talking about. Just being able to make plays when it counts.
And Shepherd somehow sneaks his way down the lane He's a diminutive player at 6'3", not a lot of size. Mitchell behind the three-point line, and A.J. Mitchell pours one in to get up to 12.
Don't anybody tell that kid he's only in his sophomore season. Just let him play out, folks. Just tell him, good job, A.J., good job. My goodness, that's a veteran play.
I feel like every one of those shots, particularly threes, just critical, especially now going into the fourth quarter.
And they're forcing the Rockets now to use that clock.
Smith not going to get the roll on that fadeaway shot from short range. J-Dub trying to create something here in transition. Off the catch, Wallace another three. Back-to-back triples for the Thunder here in the fourth quarter.
It's just got quick strike offense. We talked about that. That's on display the last couple of possessions. Not allowing the Rockets to set up that 3-2 zone defense.
Some critical shots here. Durant trying to float it in, and Sengun caught it. Once he caught it, it was almost automatic. Just given the positioning and the size. J-Dub, he sees a lane. Wallace, the other side of the floor, and another three! That's the third one here in the fourth quarter. And some critical shot making. A.J. Mitchell from downtown. And then back-to-back threes by Wallace. This one the Thunder needed. And that matches the biggest lead of the game for the Thunder, and it comes at a good time here in the fourth quarter. Timeout, Houston.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Let's hear it for the Clutch City Dancers.
H-Town down the powerhouse. Bring the energy and power Yende with your life.
H-Town, turn up the volume. It's time to power up and make some noise. Rockets fans, if you want a mini ball, get on your feet and kick.
Ball on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by MidFirst Bank, the official currency of Thunder fans. By Devon Energy, commitment runs deep. And by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. Lone trip to Houston. Let's take a look at tonight's Homeland dish of the game. Jalen Williams, J-Dub that is, already up to 9 assists. And a couple of them coming here in this fourth quarter. That last one to Cason Wallace and a big three.
Well, two things. He's coming off drives to the basket and then being able to kick out and find the right guy with one pass. All of his assists have been game changers where they've really created a little breathing room on the scoreboard. I do mean breathing room because it has just been really close here, folks.
Now the Thunder defense trying to check the Rockets. Thompson, tough shot in the lane. The tip, no. Holmgren in the vicinity, and it's finally J-Dub collecting. Thunder can add to it here. J-Dub's going to get fouled in transition. And let's check in with Nick.
Well, guys, J-Dub up to 9 assists, and as we continue to talk about with him, he can do everything on the court, and so he just reads the play, makes the play that's right there in front of him. His teammates have just gushed about the way, as he's come back from injury, he's not forced a thing. He's completely plugged into the team, and what it's led to, starting from his very first game back when he had 8 assists, he is making the plays to set up his teammates to succeed. Guys, he's had at least 5 assists in 16 of the 22 games that he's been back. He has been an essential playmaker for this team, particularly these stretches at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Something that we have seen from him is Kenrich Williams on the baseline, right over the top of Şengün. And the lead is up to double digits, the first double-digit lead of the night.
Yeah, after 12 lead changes.
See if Durant tries to go into offense mode. Missed the shot there. Ball tapped over a couple of times, and the Thunder get another defensive rebound.
Yeah, and they're real scrappy with it, too.
J-Dub trying to get back to the free throw line. Couldn't do it there. Durant on the move. To Smith. Surrounded by white jerseys. Holmgren is able to collect the steal.
And now the Thunder can run and get the ball up the floor before the Rockets set up their defense.
Kenrich, a little too much club. Trying to add to what is already a 13-4 run early in this fourth quarter. Thunder have just played great on the defensive end. Been really strong. A lot of switching.
Good exchange between Kaysen and J-Dub to get on the body of Kevin Durant. Not allowing him to post up as Şengün gets to the basket.
Why is he so hard to guard, Mike, when you know he's going to put the ball on the deck? You know he doesn't want to shoot, he wants to get to the rim.
Well, he's not a rhythm shooter. He goes flat-footed. Well, how about A.J. Mitchell? My goodness. He is just getting to the basket with consistency tonight. But to finish answering your question, Şengün, he plays flat-footed. He's got a lot of shot fakes, and you got to go for something. And then he just shoots the ball flat-footed. Chet's going to need some help. He's got 4 fouls.
Durant from the outside, no good. Şengün, an offensive rebound. And he gets fouled.
Thunder are doing all the little things right now, folks. Get this. They only got 8 free throw attempts, and they're leading by 11 points. So they're doing all those little things, like keeping the shooting percentage down for the Rockets, getting the rebounds when they need to. You're going to give up some to the Rockets, offensive rebounds, because they send so much, they send so many guys to the glass. But when you get the ball, get out and run.
Just forcing tough shot after tough shot. The Rockets are shooting 35%. Here's Durant again. That's a mid-range, shooting over the top of Kenrich Williams, and he just had to make an individual play.
That's just a tough shot by a tough player. Did a good job of making it difficult for him.
Kenrich from the outside, no on the 3. Wallace is going to get called for a loose ball foul. And that'll be the second team foul. Shea still on the bench, getting the rest here with 6:45 left to go in this fourth quarter.
And that's what makes a team when your leading scorer is on the bench and you can get a lead and hold on to it, because it takes a team to win the ball game. It takes 48 minutes of basketball.
Kogi wanted no part of the 3. Instead, gets inside, and Chet just cuts him off. J-Dub went for the steal.
That's a walk by Kevin Durant. Official didn't call him. Thunder still get the turnover.
Kaysen got the steal. J-Dub strong on the layup attempt. And the Thunder can't convert. Pass inside, Thompson. They're doing a good job of staying down. Don't want to commit the foul. There's another miss. Adams, as you see the fight for the basketball inside.
Look at the scramble for the basketball. Thunder real scrappy right now.
Mitchell bounces off of Adams. Kenrich didn't want the 3. They got to run a little offense here with under 10 seconds. J-Dub back outside. Kenrich off the catch. Short. And this should be a loose ball foul. And it's going to go on a Kogi as he got tied up with Holmgren. You see both bodies on the floor.
Yeah, he just pulled Chet down with him. Officials right there. Chet did a good job of going for that offensive rebound. Take a look at this underneath. He's not even looking at the ball. He's just basically trying to box out Chet. That's illegal.
You think that he's under direction, Mike, to just clear him out so that the other guys can come in and clean it up?
Absolutely. And, you know, you get caught sometimes, you know, like almost like football, you know.
Pass interference?
Yeah, just, you know, you just guarding the player and not the basketball. You stop a guy from catching the pass in football or stop a guy from getting a rebound in basketball.
Shea comes back out on the floor. The Thunder leading. Wallace outside Mitchell. Another three off the catch, and A.J. Mitchell's big night off the bench continues. And some massive threes here in the fourth quarter. That's his second.
Well, the Thunder cracked the code on the defense for the Rockets. They're being able to get that quick strike offense, and now they're knocking down those threes.
And now a deflection, Caruso diving out of bounds.
Look at that
He's
effort.
the last one to touch him, and you're right, the effort there, and again, not making life easy on Durant.
Look at quick move, collapse the defense. Adams got to do something. Durant's late getting out there. A.J. Mitchell says thank you very much. As they're all screaming down in Norman right now off of that A.J. Mitchell trifecta.
Yeah, not the Lou three, but the A.J. Mitchell three, and some timely threes here for the Thunder in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, 6 on the shot clock for the Rockets.
Grant gives it up. Adams blocked out of bounds. 2.8 seconds.
It's tough to do, man. Steven Adams got those big mitts. He squeezes the air out of that orange lemon, or orange leather, folks. And somehow Shea just slaps down on it to dislodge it and gets a block. Shorter clock now for the Rockets. See if the Thunder can get a stop here.
Caruso defending Şengün. 1 second, knocks it away. There's a desperation fadeaway shot, not even close. And Caruso knew exactly what to do in that situation with the limited shot clock.
That's just stingy defense. It's just one deflection after another.
And that is the perfect time to get a deflection with just 2.8 seconds. Shea again gives it up. Jay Will off balance, and he's going to go to the free throw line. And the Thunder can add to what is already a 12-point lead.
And what's happening right now is SGA is just showing you his skill sets, man. He's not forcing anything. He's just making every smooth play that he needs to make, finding his teammates because they're collapsing on him, and somebody's open. And now, this guy right now, Jay Will is the guy that's open. That's why he's at the free throw line shooting 2.
Now a quick word from your Oklahoma Ford dealers.
Visit your local Oklahoma Ford dealer today. Ford is built for Oklahoma.
Sometimes you need Shea to score 30, sometimes 40. And sometimes you need him to be the facilitator out there and then take control at the right moment. And he has done everything tonight, folks.
So much of what he says about his game, too, over the years, Michael, he's just reading the defense. He'll do what the defense tells him. And he's a willing passer. There's another miss by Thompson. And the Thunder defense here in this fourth quarter has absolutely stood tall.
Yeah. She's doing a great job of one and done at the rim for the Rockets.
I don't know what Şengün was doing there. I don't know if he was trying to hold on to it or pass the basketball. Either way, the pass was to nobody.
It surprised everybody except for A.J. Mitchell.
As SGA gives it up again. Jay Will's got the dunk. Another pass from SGA. Just when he sees a ton of defenders. And it has been all Thunder here in this fourth quarter.
And you're loving the activity on both ends by the Thunder as it opened up this scoreboard a little bit, folks.
Technical foul was called on head coach Ime Udoka.
Oh, H-Town. Right now, if you want this autograph, Hakeem Olajuwon and Elvin Hayes basketball, get on your feet right now and make some noise. That's not loud enough, Clutch. Who wants this autographed basketball? You got to get louder than that, H-Town. Check over that, Clutch.
Let's take a look tonight's OG&E power play of the game. Mike, this was early in the fourth quarter in what has been a fantastic fourth quarter and night for Chet.
Well, just a great job of playing downhill basketball by the Thunder. Chet gets the step on Kevin Durant and goes all the way to the bucket and flushes it.
He's looking like a guard on that play, making that happen from behind the three-point line as he is tonight's Thunder player of the game. Brought to you by Riverwind Casino. 4 more blocks for the block parade as SGA is going to go to the free throw line here. Ime Udoka got teed up, but Holmgren 18 points. He's the Thunder's leading scorer in the game. Just once again showing why he should be an all-star, Michael. A two-way play of him. Udoka got teed up. SGA knocks down the free throw. It is a 23-8 fourth quarter for OKC. It has been one-sided because the Thunder have been so dialed in on the defensive end. They're plus 15.
Yeah, and you know, you talk about the reason why is guys like Chet Holmgren. There is no reason why the Thunder should not have 2 guys at the All-Star game next month in Los Angeles. With the winning percentage they have, it just hasn't been done. I mean, Rockets will get an open look. How about Chet once again redirecting that rebound over to J-Dub.
Thunder just completely taking over here in the fourth quarter. SGA not going to get that free throw line shot. But OKC up by 17, and Shepherd no good on the drive with the left hand. Shea in motion. Gonna take it to the cup. No, but a foul. And he's gonna go to the free throw line.
He got hammered that time by Smith Jr. I'm just telling you, this is what a team is all about, folks. Everybody's stepping up at the right time. I mean, you know, we gave the game ball to Chet Holmgren, or did we not? Did we not give it to him?
Thunder player of the game.
Okay, there's so many other players on the floor that we can give it to that are deserving of it. And for more on Chet, let's go down to Nick Gallen.
Well, Michael, you were talking about how it's just never in history has a team with a winning percentage like the Thunder's not had 2 All-Stars since 1950. Any team with an 800 or better winning percentage, by the way, the Thunder's got an 825 winning percentage, has had at least 2 All-Stars. So it would be unprecedented if Chet didn't make it. Now, he obviously deserves it for the individual stuff he's doing on the floor, but what he's helped do to drive winning for this team has just been outstanding. And one of the major things he's done, guys, is be efficient. And there's nothing more valued in this league right now than efficiency.
Having the most efficient season of his career. And just seeing, Michael, him take his game to a whole nother level this year, it's just been a constant commitment to him wanting to be better, and that's just part of his nature.
Well, I tell you one thing, he's earned it. He hasn't been given anything, folks. He's earned everything. Just like that guy right there. He's earned everything as well. And very deserving of an all-star berth for Chet Holmgren. He's anchored the defense all season long. I think we got a number of what he had. I think the number's gone up tonight. 28 blocks over the last, 12 games, 14 games?
I got 28 blocks, Michael, over the last 9 games. I got that for you.
Oh, thank you, partner. That's even lower. And how many blocks does he have tonight to add to that out of 10 games? 4 more blocks, folks. And Shea will reach that magical number of 20 points. But back to Chet, man. I mean, he has earned every ounce of notoriety, folks. Lack of it, let me say that, to be respectful.
How about the job, Michael, that the Thunder have done here defensively. You see the drought there. 0 field goals the last 4 minutes and 16 seconds. The Thunder defense has been absolutely locked in this fourth quarter. It's up to 20. Big Pickup Center for the next City Night when the Thunder take on the Indiana Pacers Friday, January 23rd at 7 p.m. Join us and claim your seats now at OKCThunder.com/buy tickets. And that'll be the next time that the Thunder are back home, but that'll be after this long road trip.
And look at that cast of characters there that stepped in and stepped up to make it happen for the Thunder tonight. This is a tough place to play in. The Rockets haven't lost very many games at home this year.
The offense for Houston, they came in number 3 in offensive efficiency in the NBA, 120th. The 3 in the NBA. I mean, that's good. They got a ton of different ways that they can beat you. But what OKC has done here with this defense, the Rockets have 8 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, when you talk about a clamp down, this is about as good as it gets in the NBA, particularly in the month of January.
And these are the dog days. I say that with respect, folks, because it's always such a compressed schedule for most teams in January. And this is a tough stretch that the Thunder have had to go through, starting with, last Friday night in Memphis, you had half a team available. And you come away with that win. We all know the big win a couple of nights ago against the Spurs. And this is the same thing. A big win against the Rockets. The Rockets are looking to get back into the top echelon of the Western Conference conversation. And they took this very seriously as the Thunder will knock down back-to-back threes, one by Kerrison and one by Isaiah Joe serving a couple, Joe, because it's kind of cold down here in Houston today.
A little chillier than what you would normally expect. I mean, you get sub 60 in Houston, you're like, where's my warm weather?
It was to me, man.
And I know you like going on those walks during the course of the day. And if you're telling me you come back from those walks and it's chilly, I'm not going outside. You go out before I do.
No, I wore my vest, and it was not. I needed something heavier, so I had to turn around and come back. Like Mom calling me in. Okay, Michael, get back in here. You got to put on a warmer coat. Get back in here, son.
I know you have one, considering where we're going in a couple of days. But the Thunder kept this Houston team ice cold throughout the course of the game. The Rockets are going to have a season low, Michael, for field goal percentage. They came in, their lowest had been 37%. The Rockets shot 33% in this game. This was a surgical performance by the Thunder on both ends.
Yeah, it became like a rock fight at times, where, even a prize fight where a counter punch was thrown for a long time. Thunder were up 7 at halftime, only up 3 at the end of the third, and then they were able to throw some haymakers in that fourth quarter to open up that scoreboard.
Seemed like when the Rockets took that lead 59-58 in the third, the Thunder just took this game to a whole nother level. They're going to get the gentleman's turnover here. But remember, for the longest time, we're saying there was no double-digit lead in this game at all. And you sit there and you look at the scoreboard, and it's a 20-point Thunder win here on the road against one of the best teams in the Western Conference.
And it's hard to come into a place against the Western Conference powerhouse and win a game in the fashion that the Thunder did tonight. A total team effort, gritty defense, physical play, efficient ball movement that closed out the game tonight, as the Thunder will win the first of 4 games on the road here in downtown Houston.
And the Thunder just give up 35 points in the second half. That's it. 35 points in the second half. Just an outstanding performance. Check that. It's a little more. I'm looking at the old box score here.
That's okay. I share your excitement. I share your enthusiasm.
I'm looking at the wrong box score here. They scored more than 35 in the second half. Either way, it was a fantastic performance by the Thunder all around. Chet Holmgren certainly played his part with those 18 points, 9 rebounds. Caruso's defense on both Şengün and Kevin Durant, limiting those two to a pedestrian night. Let's send it down to Nick.
Thanks, Chris. AJ, this was a close game throughout. And in the fourth quarter, y'all go plus 18. What was the difference in the energy level or the scrap there in the fourth?
We stayed together and had energy for 48 minutes on both ends of the floor. We knew it wasn't going to be an easy game, but we stuck together and got the win.
The second half defense just seemed to be such a grind for them to try to score against. What was key in terms of the execution on that end?
I mean, for us, it's playing the way we always played, being aggressive on defense, switching, being ready to go, knowing their personnel, and I think we did a great job of that.
You seem to just feast playing 4-on-3 on the backside when they were hard double teaming J-Dub or Shea. What are the keys for you in those moments?
I mean, just try to create an advantage and try to be open. Obviously, when they're doubling like that, trying to get open and create an advantage for me or my teammates.
This is a tough place to come play. How did you guys kind of maintain your composure and level-headedness and patience throughout this game?
Can you repeat that?
The patience that you all took to this game when things were kind of a grind for a little while.
I mean, just being the team, I think for 48 minutes, and we did what we were supposed to do, and we stayed ourselves throughout the whole game, and that's the most important for us.
You guys definitely have that identity, and you get to it every night. Thanks, AJ. Congrats.
Thank you.
That is playing through some difficulty by Nick Gallo. The focus
he looked
to
like
be able to fire off those questions.
Yeah, he was grinding it out, wasn't he? Just like the Thunder tonight.
Always gets it done. The Thunder get it done here on the road against the Rockets. Holding into a season low 91. 111-91, our final for our director, Eric Date, producer, Steve Melton, Michael Cage, Nick Gallo, and our entire production crew. I'm Chris Fisher. Our next broadcast comes your way Saturdays at Thunder play Game 2 of this road trip in Miami versus the Heat. Game time will be 7 p.m. The Thunder Live pregame beginning at 6:30. Stay tuned after the break. Harris and Royce join us for Thunder Live postgame.
music.